Love you too.
This is a story about passion and money, and my struggle to choose between the two.
Oh my God.
I love you, Dad. So, I've just arrived in Kaz, Turkey. This is one of the cheapest countries in the world. The reason why I came here is to focus on myself, saving money, and growing my business. My goal for the last year has been to make enough money from YouTube to live this digital nomad life and start saving towards financial independence. Over the last month, I've been getting really close to hitting that goal. I got my first sponsorship, and I'm almost monetized. With that said, let's go out and explore cash a little bit. This is the center. This is Andy Fellows. And here we are on the helipad.
After getting my bearings, I decided to walk around and spend the rest of the day relaxing. In my experience, throwing yourself into a foreign environment is the best way to learn about it. As I'm spending my first day here, I start asking myself a question that could determine the entire outcome of my life. After the swim, I head back to my apartment to start asking myself these questions.
Man, being here is so cool. The reason why I go to these places is so I can live an extraordinary life. I think that breaking away from the norm is so much easier than people think, and that's why I'm so passionate about personal finance, because personal finance has allowed me to break away from the norm myself and start to live this really interesting and extraordinary life where I go around the world and experience things. Oh, let's go. And guess what I just found? More caves. Holy shit, this one looks gnarly. Are there bears in Turkey? I hope not. Well, you know I gotta go in. I'm trying to keep an eye out for bears. Wow. It's pretty incredible. What will await beyond this passageway?
Money equals freedom. When you have enough money, you don't have to work that job that you don't like, and you can go travel and experience and do all the things that you've always wanted to do. Without money, you may be forced to do something that you don't want to do. And that's why I'm so passionate in talking about it. Maybe by sharing my experience or sharing my knowledge on the subject, I can rub off on somebody and give them the ability to chase their dreams and chase the life that they've always wanted. And so I think this question of money versus passion is not so simple, because sometimes money is the thing that allows you to pursue your passion. My YouTube journey has been really nice so far. It's really convenient that my passion of personal finance also directly correlates to making money. However, recently I've felt the pressure to either niche down within the finance space or break away from it completely, because frankly, I'm not growing. Right now I'm either looking at going down the dropshipping route or breaking away from the finance niche completely and making films about stories that I want to tell. Now obviously there's so much more money in the dropshipping route, and that would keep me on track to retire before 30 and maybe even before 25. That's been one of my goals for such a long time, but I don't feel like I'd get the same enjoyment out of making dropshipping videos, and I feel like I'd be giving up on the things that really matter to me. And I also think that I would grow so much more as a videographer, storyteller, and even just as a person if I went down the storytelling route. So that's really the dilemma. I mean, do I make content that I do enjoy making, but I'm not necessarily passionate about, and then, you know, in 4, 5, maybe 6 years, retire and never have to worry about money again and be completely free to do the things that I always wanted to do? Or do I take that risk and make stories that really matter to me and that I'm passionate about, but could end up doing nothing, and I could end up having to go back to school or maybe getting a job that I don't like doing to keep making these videos. So I don't know, it's a dilemma. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. My goal with YouTube from the beginning was to make a living doing something that I enjoy, and I'm doing that, but it just doesn't feel like enough. I've been posting weekly for around the last year, and that's allowed me to experiment with a ton of different content, and to be honest, the content that I feel best about making isn't generally about business. My favorite videos that I've made are the ones I've scripted, planned out shot lists, made a whole storyboard, and really focused on telling a good, compelling story instead of just presenting information. For example, my video in Mexico. That video took me an entire month to film and edit. So it's definitely not sustainable, but that's the only video on my channel that I'm really, truly proud of. And ever since creating that, I've just kind of had this feeling in my stomach that I need to do that again. And the content that I'm making right now really doesn't allow me to do that. I feel like, especially with the business content, I just can't do it. Maybe with the finance content I could, but I don't know. I feel like there are just other stories that I want to tell, and I feel like my body is just telling me to tell those stories. I don't know. I've just been really struggling and probably overthinking about where I want to take this channel. I feel like I'm at this kind of inflection point, and once I make a decision, there'll be no going back. I've just been thinking about this for so long, and I'm really struggling to come up with a definitive answer. I thought that by making this video, maybe I would find the answer for myself, but so far that hasn't been the case, so I think it's time to ask some other people and get some outside perspectives. I started off by asking two of my friends who have already achieved financial independence what their views on passion versus money are. Hello! How are you guys?
Good. How you doing?
Doing good.
Because I started work when I was 17, and even at that point I was working in IT, and I thought, this isn't really for me. Do you have a take on that?
It's very similar to what you said. There wasn't really an option for when we started work. It was leave school and start earning money, and it wasn't the done thing to travel.
No. When we were your age, we would either work hard or be artistic, and if you did something artistic, then you're going to be destitute. Right. So we've got a friend whose son is an actor, and a very, very high quality actor, and he's not earning much money. So you have got the best of both worlds, because if you can leverage what you're doing with the dropshipping together with building your passion for storytelling, then you've got everything there.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
The final opinion that I wanted is from one of the people who I love the most in the world, my dad.
Well, I understand the feeling, but I keep coming back to the multiple streams of income idea and picking one to master. I mean, you have an opportunity to kind of try and fail and try and fail and try and fail and try and succeed. And the dilemma you're facing is the one I always have faced. People that get to my age usually come to the point where they realize that they should have actually followed their real passions all the way along.
Yeah.
And had relationships with people and spent more time together and playing music and dancing. But also, among that, doing what you are.
Do what you are. But who am I? I'm a kid who likes to have fun, make friends, and learn things. Good morning. I just woke up. I'm going on my morning walk. After those conversations yesterday, I really felt like I reached a breakthrough, and I slept on it, and I think I've come to a conclusion. And I'm going to choose money and passion. I don't think this is a zero-sum game. However, I think both extremes may be a little bit dangerous, especially for me. I don't think there's anything wrong with chasing just money or just passion. I think both are right for certain people. However, I don't think I'm the person that either of those is right for. To live the life that I want, I have to be making enough money to travel and to achieve my goals. However, I don't want to do that in something that I'm not passionate about. The way that I'm taking this channel is in the way that I want to take it, and that is a mix of passion and money. I'm going to be continuing on the dropshipping route. However, I'm going to be filming it in a way that is conducive to storytelling and conducive to building the skills and doing the things in a way that I want to do. I'm not going to try to fit in with all the other dropshippers on the platform. I want to really be authentic and put together something that I'm truly proud of. I think that this niche is the perfect niche for me at this moment because it allows me to make money, travel the world, and also share my passion for entrepreneurship with you. I believe that entrepreneurship can allow people to break away from their normal lives and live a really amazing life. I want to inspire people who are on the fence between choosing entrepreneurship or a regular 9-to-5 job. I want people to actually give it an attempt, just give it a try to pursue entrepreneurship, and hopefully through sharing my story and sharing my experience with entrepreneurship, I can hopefully impact somebody else. That said, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really appreciate you watching, and I hope you stick around with me through this journey. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a great day.